Well, this is certainly the week in which dreams come to life. And tonight in Richmond, Virginia, another trip to the NCAA tournament becomes reality. Championship week presented by 7-Up. It's UNC Wilmington, the #1 team, #1 seed in the Colonial Athletic Association, taking on the Drexel Dragons in 19-10, the #3 seed. Brad Doherty, Dave O'Brien with you. Great to have you with us. Somebody's dream comes true here tonight. And the man at the foul line for North Carolina Wilmington is the best player in this conference, Brett Blizzard, a two-time Conference Player of the Year and one of the most spectacular shooters, Brad, in the country.
He really is an outstanding player. Very fun to watch. Made a significantly good move to that basket that time, using his body, drawing the foul on Battle, the shot blocker.
The starting lineups, Drexel's Phil Goss, another excellent three-point man, 39% from the arc. UNC Wilmington, like Drexel, goes with 3 guards. Craig Callahan, Mr. Inside, to Blizzard's outside barrage, and a nice follow. Drexel will try and run the floor as often as they can tonight. But these are 2 good defensive teams, 2 very good three-point shooting teams as well. Robert Battle underneath. He fights his way for 2. He's got 4 points. He's another one to watch in this game. Robert Battle, the senior from Philadelphia. He'll bang underneath. Overall, the #5 shot blocker in the country.
Does a great job. I talked with Bruiser Flynn about his offense. He says they really have to spread the floor, show some poise, let Battle touch the basketball, and create angles to attack the basket. This UNC Wilmington team is very good defensively. You can't just run right at him and be careless.
The freshman point guard turning it over Goldsberry. As you look at the battle underneath, this is going to be a cause celeb tonight.
Oh, them big boys down there mixing it up. There's spacing going on down there.
Battle working on Callahan, right on cue. Little hook shot.
Oh, man, nice little jump hook down there by Robert Battle. Bang that big body in, got those shoulders nice and square to the basket. Little half hook, can't do anything with that.
Battle off to an excellent start. He's made all 3 of his field goal tries. And that one ties the game at 6. Callahan, long range. He can certainly shoot it from out there, but Battle one-hands the board.
Well, I tell you, Battle just dominates inside, being able to block those shots the way he does. Gets about 8.5 rebounds a game, gives you 14 points.
Blizzard with a nifty pass up ahead of the floor for the easy 2. And a dunk by Tim Burnett, the 6'8 junior. They are 12-3 when he reaches double figures this year, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Tim Burnett showing some nice hops. Getting up, slamming that ball down out of Converse, Texas.
Drexel could fire up the 3, but the last time they met, they were blown out by 21 by UNC Wilmington. On the drive, and he got fouled as well. He'll go to the line.
Tim Burnett out of Converse, Texas. We just mentioned him. Nice drive, keeping that dribble alive until he leaves his feet. Look at this. He's looking up. He's looking up. Nice little stutter step. Keeps that ball alive. Nice shot. Basket before that, we go up. Mr. Burnett says, I'm 6'2", but I can get up and rattle the rim. Converse, Texas. Assistant coach here back a while back was Rodney Terry. And he just joined Coach Rick Barnes down at Texas's staff. But he recruited this young man along with 3 other kids from Texas. That's why you have all these Texas kids on this UNC Wilmington basketball club.
Yep, 5 of them all together.
That's right. So Rick Barnes said, hey, if he can recruit North Carolina and get Texas ball players, I'm going to get this guy to help me get Texas guys in Texas.
Hey, it's worked. Another theft. They threw it away again, but picked off by Goss from behind, but gathered in by Burnett.
One of those basketball games when you have a championship on the line, you have to be able to think quickly, but make good, solid, quality plays. You don't want to overstep your boundaries and be too fast.
Aaron Coombs back it in, but he also dragged a foot and traveled with it. 16:04 left, and there's James Bruiser Flint in his second year at Drexel, the former UMass coach who took the Minutemen to the NCAA tournament 2 times while he was there.
Good old player, Bruiser Flint.
Brad Brownwell, yep, he has done an excellent job taking over, though. Let's face it, an NCAA tournament team from last year. He was in great shape. There's Schmieder's first shot of the game and barely touched the rim. Well, Bruiser Flint has Robert Battle, one of the best shot blockers and a true senior leader, underneath the rim tonight, trying to lead Drexel onto the NCAA tournament in a bid.
ESPN2's presentation of Championship Week is presented by 7-Up and your local 7-Up bottler. Make 7-Up yours. And in part by Lincoln. There are those who travel and those who travel well. And there's never been a better time to buy an Arctic Cat ATV. Arctic Cat, more to go on.
best time of the year, starting with championship week and on into the NCAA tournament. There's your score as we're just getting started. UNC Wilmington 11-6 on Drexel as they decide the automatic bid here in the CAA tonight. Dave O'Brien, Brad Doherty. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Battle is a load underneath. He has all 6 of their points.
He's done an outstanding job catching that basketball and that low block. None of this fadeaway stuff, none of these jump shots from the top of the key. Robert Battle catches the basketball on the block, and he goes to work. Outstanding young player. And, boy, he establishes that inside presence immediately for Drexel. Gives them a great opportunity every time they're down the floor. He gets a touch.
The Seahawks 5 out of 7 shooting it, so they're hot right away. Blizzard so far hasn't had many touches. That's short. They try to keep it alive, but coming out of there, Jeremiah King on a hard run for the Dragons. Tried to hook it up. That was short. They'll keep it alive.
Drexel's got to slow down just a little bit. Absolute good shot by Blizzard on the other end. He was contested, but he was wide open just for a second. Need him to take those touches, so the defense has to play him honestly. You see Battle. He's going to push up on that lane. He doesn't venture far from that block. You always know where he's at.
Sanchez for 2. He had 1 on the line. One toe sneaking over the arc. The young freshman Goldsberry, a very good point guard, just gave it off to Blizzard. And a very smooth-looking shot by Aaron Coombs, a 6'11 sophomore, and another Texan out of Sugar Land. And that was a sweet J.
Aaron Coombs comes in and provides a little relief for Callahan. Coombs actually has a broken bone in his right foot, and he's playing on that thing. He gives him 5 to 10 minutes a night, does the best he can, and boy, it takes a lot of guts to come out and participate with an injury like that.
King found Sanchez open on the wing, but he missed it.
One and they're done. They're not getting many defensive or offensive rebounds. Drexel's got to do a better job boxing out, trying to scramble, keep that ball alive. The officials are letting them play, so be aggressive on that offensive glass.
Blizzard gives off while airborne. Nicely done by Blizzard as he got Anthony Terrell, the 6'7 junior. And yeah, he's from Texas. Got him open. And look at Wilmington out in front, 15-6. Boy, they came out of that timeout still cooking with those jump shots.
Blizzard creates so many problems because of his driving ability. Robert Battle, though, on the other end. Look at him around this block. Watch where he catches his basketball at each time. None of this free throw shooting or fading away like all us other big guys like to do. Big fella catches it down low. He goes right to the rack with it. If you're coaching, that's what you like to see in your big player.
But Battle is the only one who has scored for them. UNC Wilmington has 6 men in the scoring column. And championship week continues at 9 Eastern on ESPN2. The Women's Big Ten Championship between the Purdue Boilermakers and Ohio State. That's from Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. On ESPN, championship week presented by 7-Up brings you the Men's Missouri Valley Conference title. That's between number 17 Creighton and the Salukis of Southern Illinois. Don't forget ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPN Full Court, your exclusive home for all 63 games of the Women's Basketball Championship.
Kyle Corver, Creighton's had keep saying it, an outstanding year. Salukis playing some pretty good basketball. Once again, Burnett on the steal, and he's going to finish out.
Oh, with style points, too.
Oh, man, go ahead, young man.
Tim Burnett, he had 19 when they beat them in overtime. The first time they met this season. In fact, he had the game-winning bucket as well. They're on an 11-0 run. Battle being harried every time he touches it now. There he is again on the baseline.
There's that help. Coach Brown wanted him to be ready to give when he catches it.
King's turnaround. He pushed it up there.
Oh, look at Blizzard getting there, get that rebound.
Brent Blizzard, the 2-time conference player of the year.
Oh, yeah,
he has 4 rebounds.
Absolutely. Yep. You shoot that. You're hot.
Tim Burnett.
Hey, every time I go down the court, I'm looking for number 22. If I'm UNCW, Tim Burnett is hot.
And they look like the number 1 seed in this conference, do they not?
Yeah, they really do. I mean, they're really bringing it. They're bringing the heat early. They're being consistent. I mean, their X's and O's are outstanding. Once again, Burnett stays in the passing lane. Good job. Gave a nice little fake like he was going to help. Created the pass and stole it. And that's how they do it in Converse, Texas.
High percentage shots.
Good look up the court by Blizzard, and absolutely, young man, you shoot that basketball. You're hot, you're in a rhythm. You're going to ride that pony until the saddle comes off, Dave.
He's 4 out of 5, 9 points, and he's going to need another saddle pretty soon. Those fast break points piling up for the Seahawks.
I'm wanting to ice that wrist. I wanted to ask me as a trainer, can I get some ice for my wrist at halftime? That's what I want to hear.
That's right.
Absolutely. So Drexel can get in their offense, get that ball down inside the Battle, get him some touches.
Goss, good three-point man. And a pretty good box out there by UNC Wilmington. Blizzard wants to shoot the three.
Woo!
Oh, my goodness.
It was not a bad shot by Goss down here. They need to be able to make some out shots to open up that inside. UNCW has the game plan down pat on stop and battle inside. Uh-oh, there's that man again.
Burnett in front of the court. With a foul.
Point play, man. Somebody bring out the ice water. Mr. Burnett is on fire. Good gracious alive.
There have not been many game-opening runs like this all season long. Certainly not in the Colonial Athletic. 24-6.
I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know who said what, Tim Burnett, but he's ready to play in this championship game. He's bringing it. Way to play, young man. Outstanding. Another great steal. Just being a ball hawk, being around that basketball. But there's the foul. And boy, I tell you, woo! I'm excited to see that. He's playing great.
Well, I think the stat deserves repeating. When Tim Burnett scores in double figures, they've gone 12 and 3. And guess what? He's already there. 5 for 6, 11 points. But they're really forcing it, Brad, with tremendous defense.
Well, their defensive in the passing lanes on the perimeter, their defense is outstanding. They're waiting on that basketball each pass. I mean, they're anticipating. And as I watch them practice, they know exactly what Drexel wants to do as an offensive team. I mean, as I watch Coach Brown will go through his practice, he was calling out Drexel's plays, and they were making the adjustments. Just shows you his basketball mind. Truly one of the bright young basketball coaches in college basketball, period, Brad Brownlee.
And about 7.5 minutes into the game, they've got a 25-6 lead. And Drexel is shocked.
Oh, they're knocked them back on their heels. Drexel's going to have to come out. They're going to have to really stay poised. Use that shot clock. You're in no hurry. Get a quality shot. I know you're in a hurry trying to get a good shot up and get it up quick because you're down by such a large margin. Don't do that. Run your offense. Make some things happen. Set solid screens every time. Good curls. Shot opportunities.
Bruiser Flint looking for some answers, looking for a little bit of help. When he was at UMass, he did a good job. He took them to 2 NCAA tournaments, trying to take Drexel there tonight. They have been a hot team coming in as Hines misfires. They had won 9 of their last 11. But they've just been hit by a Mack truck here in the opening minutes.
They've been punched in the head and can't get the bearings back.
Burnett with a give-off and another three-pointer knocked down by Joel Justice. This is starting to get real ugly. A 22-0 run.
Well, I was going to say when it rains, it pours, but there's a blizzard in the building, baby.
King finally quiets him a bit with a three-pointer.
We need a lot of that. Jeremiah makes a nice play there, but boy, they got to get their composure back. Drexel does there. They're really taking it on the chin right now. And there's still 10 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go in this half of basketball. A lot of time.
Well, Burnett has certainly been the star.
There you go.
And finally, a turnover on the other end of the floor.
Good job. Schmieder stepping up into that passing lane. There's some anticipation. There you go.
Eric Schmieder gets into the scoring column. UNC Wilmington, I mean, granted, a number of them are dunks and high percentage shots, but 12 out of 15 shooting the basketball. UNC Wilmington will keep it. 11:09 left here in the first half. Drexel getting beat on so far by UNC Wilmington, the #1 seed. They're going for a school record 24 wins tonight.
Metro Atlantic Championship game over on ESPN. Fairfield against the top seed Manhattan, who was pushed to 2 overtimes by Niagara last night. Mike Konovalchik knocking down the 3. The Jaspers on top of the Stags by 9, trying to get to the dance, guys.
So, Reese, another ticket will be punched here tonight in Richmond. Already 5 automatic invitations. And you see UNC Asheville, some friends of yours there. Troy State, their first NCAA appearances.
UNC Asheville Bulldogs. Eddie Biedenbach and the boys played some good basketball this year. Had a rough start, but they play all the big dogs. They play Kansas, North Carolina State, and teams like that at the beginning of the season, so they take some lumps. But hey, they got a bid, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon. Let's go Bulldogs.
Well, I'll tell you what, that UNC Wilmington bandwagon is adding some more. 80% shooting here in the first half.
Woo.
How about that?
That'll win a ball game or two.
Blizzard will bring that percentage down a little bit, but you're looking at one of the great shooters in a college game.
Oh,
King with a hard drive. Forced the issue. Goldsberry got a hand on it. But a save for Drexel. And the kick into the corner way off the mark by King. But they'll get another crack at it.
Good job by Drexel staying active on the backboard. The thing for the Seahawks from UNC Wilmington, the good thing is Tim Burnett. Usually in these big games have to have someone step up other than your stars and participate and have meaningful minutes, and he has.
Battle on the reverse, got it to go. Nice athletic move by Robert Battle. He's been their only consistent force. He's made all 4 of his shots.
If you can stop that, you know what's coming. I mean, you can put, knock a dent in keeping Battle from getting the basketball as much. You got a chance. Well, you know where it's going. There's nothing much you can do with it.
Well, the biggest lead has been 22 for the UNC Wilmington Seahawks. But if you're Drexel, if you're within 10 at halftime.
Oh, you've done a good job. And UNC Wilmington's getting a little sloppy with the basketball, maybe a little overconfident in that big explosion that they've had earlier. And now Drexel's starting to settle down. Come down, get a good setup, run a good offensive play.
Well, the Dragons, a quality team. They're 19-10, the number 3 seed in the Colonial Tournament. Just snuck by Virginia Commonwealth last night, 62-60. They nearly blew a 13-point lead in that contest.
Jeff Capel's done a good job being such a young basketball coach with VCU. Got him playing some good basketball. Good block. There's that kid again.
Boy, Burnett with some hops, and he's showing it everywhere. Now the drive, and he made another one. He's taking over the game.
Good gracious.
6 out of 7 for Tim Burnett, the 6'8 junior.
6'2". He's 6'2".
And of course, Wilmington shocked the Pac-10 champ, Southern Cal, in the first round of the tournament last year. Then eventually went on to face Indiana. Indiana would, of course, be a Final Four team. They gave them a real good scare, too.
Absolutely. Got after them real well.
And the only guy doing it so far for Drexel has been Battle. Is 5 for 5. The rest of the team, 3 out of 15 from the floor. They're trying to shut down Blizzard, but they haven't been able to shut down Burnett. Brent Blizzard got the shooter's roll.
Boy, what shooter's touch. Halfway down and rolls out, comes right back in. He's just a consummate point guard. I mean, he catches that basketball. And he's looking for everybody on the team, trying to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. And if they're open, they get an opportunity. Play just breaks down slightly. He's got a shot opportunity.
Foul as Battle will go to the line in the act of shooting. 8:10 left here in the first half. And another automatic bid to the NCAA tournament gets handed on later tonight. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues on ESPN at midnight. The West Coast Conference Championship between Gonzaga and San Diego from the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Championship week presented by 7-Up on ESPN and ESPN2. Blake Stepp, we're talking about Blizzard certainly being in Stepp's class among jump shooters.
Yeah, but very similar basketball players. Blake Stepp's very good at cutting through the angles, hits the mid-range shots, passes the ball, can take it to the hole. Very similar.
I mean, you look at their RPI, Brett. Don't they have to, with that strength of schedule, don't they have to win this tournament?
Now, I know Coach Pugh's going to be mad at us, but I think they do have to win the tournament. I think they get some credibility, though, because over the past several seasons, they've been the poster child, so to speak, for the mid-major. And I know no one likes to hear that, but that's the team that started most of the mid-major talk when they were playing good basketball a couple years ago.
But they really don't like to be lumped in with mid-majors.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
They chafe at that description. Of course, last year, I mean, when the season ended, they were in the top 10 in the Associated Press poll. Off of Callahan's hands. It'll go back to Drexel when we come back. 7:55 to play in the first half in Richmond. Championship week presented by 7-Up. And tonight we decide the CAA championship between Drexel and UNC Wilmington. Brad Doherty, Dave O'Brien with him. And the man who has taken over the game, Tim Burnett.
Oh, man, he's done it by playing great defense. They're going to get in the passing lane. Quick hands, quick feet. Everywhere out there on that perimeter, being very active. He's creating havoc right now. Look at that. Good fake, like he's going to step over and help. Right back to intercept the pass. And boom! Nice finish. Boy, he's done a heck of a job.
Now, on the other side of the ball, Battle has been a one-man show. It just has not been enough. 11 points. He hasn't missed, but his teammates have missed plenty. And they're down 16 with the basketball. They go to him again, and that's going to be the key if they're going to work their thing back in.
Callahan had him pushed up nice and high, and he just muscled it right back into Callahan's face and shot that shot.
He has 13 points.
That's Callahan's weapon.
Oh, Callahan with a very smooth-looking three.
Yeah, Battle doesn't want to have to come out and guard him out there, and he's going to take that shot and make him come out.
The senior out of Cascade, Iowa, averages 16.5 points a game. So you talk about Brett Blizzard as well. You should. 2-time Colonial Player of the Year, 4 times a member of the first team, as far as the all-conference team is concerned. But Callahan is Mr. Inside for his Mr. Outside.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna switch it up a little bit there, trying to bring Battle out of that lane. Man,
Joel
nice
Justice leaning in. Justice.
He was so excited in shoot-around today. He was really ready to play this basketball game. He was talking it up for his teammates, talking about Justice, and a lot of enthusiasm in practice today.
Well, his attitude rubbed off, I think, on everybody else on the Seahawks. Battle gets it again, trying to power his way in. He's fouled on the play.
Nice pass right here, swinging around. You know where it's going. Spread that floor, get it to the big fella, give him a little bit of room. You know where he's at. But the thing that they have to do is continue to create the spacing offensively, talking about Drexel. The wider that they can create angles, the more room it gives this guy Battle to be able to push his guy up the lane and get him on his hip. The more room to pass the basketball with the spacing.
Battle drops in the first one. One thing you know about Bruiser Flint, the Drexel coach, he's not going to quit, and he's not going to allow his team to quit. Not with a nickname like that, which he earned while playing a tough, hard-nosed point guard, Philadelphia style at Philly St. Joseph's, where he played his college ball.
Bruiser Flint averaged about 14 points a game back in the day. Good player, solid player. Done a good job coaching the game of basketball.
He was born in Philadelphia. And this Philadelphia school trying to claw their way back. Battle with 15 points. They're going to get Sean Brooks into the ball game, a 6'6" junior, 240 pounds as well. He's very strong. The lead at 17 for UNC Wilmington. How about the difference here, Brad? 80% shooting.
You can win a couple ball games, shoot 80%.
You know, that's without Blizzard, the man handling it now, shooting the ball terribly well. It's kicked actually by Blizzard, so the ball was deflected and then off Drexel.
You know, Blizzard's in a little bit of a hurry. He shot that ball, and by the time his feet hit the ground from the jump shot, he was already going towards the basket because he wasn't good and square and good follow through.
Jump shot rimming out by Anthony Terrell. And championship week action continues tonight at 9 Eastern. ESPN2, it's the Women's Big Ten Championship between Purdue and Ohio State. And on ESPN, Championship Week presented by 7-Up continues with Men's Missouri Valley Conference Championship between number 17 Creighton taking on Southern Illinois.
Foul on Drexel there. Tim Whitworth, who's just checked in. Gave a little body check there. Got caught.
Whitworth, who is a 6'6" junior. 2 seasons ago, he averaged 14 points a game for whatever reason, and they write it off to inconsistency. His scoring average dropped down to 7 points a game this year.
I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he just doesn't have as much confidence with the offense this year. But something's going on.
Schmieder with a hand check there on Blizzard, trying to slow him down. He picks up his second. As we look at some of the mid-majors who are on the bubble for the NCAA tournament, and look at those RPIs, and the strength of schedules obviously are quite low in every case. Gonzaga's the highest at 93.
Yeah, but if you look at Creighton and Butler, Creighton's been in the top 25 basically all year. And just a breakout year for that program. I mean, they've had some good programs past, but Kyle Korver's been outstanding. And Butler, who got denied last year after winning 22, 23, 25 games, I think they get a little recognition. I think those two teams have a great opportunity.
You know, they went on the road. They tried to beef up their schedule.
They did everything they asked of them.
Yeah, they went to Duke.
Yep.
You know, played a game that actually for about 3/4 of the game they were very much in.
What else can you do?
Schmieder drops in a 3. Nice smooth jump shot.
Need more touches by Schmieder. I mean, that basketball needs to be hopping around the top of the key, and he needs to take some shots, open up that inside, because they're really dropping back into Battle's lap now.
Drexel 2 out of 10. Last night they survived and almost got beat, but they survived in a game where they were 3 out of 15 from 3-point distance. It's Callahan again. Double team. He lost it. Battle took it away.
Blizzard needs to snap that pass to Callahan so he can gather himself and go up strong.
An offensive foul on that play. off the basketball and a pretty good collision underneath.
Justice May gave a little bit of an acting job there. Big battle come down. Let's see what happens here. All right, he went down pretty hard, didn't he? I don't think that's acting. I'll take that back.
That's Academy Award material if it is. Battle picking up the foul. 4:42 on the first half clock, and you gotta believe that what's on the minds of the Drexel Dragons is just get to 10 under by halftime.
Whittle it down, and then yeah, exactly right. Get under 10, come back out the second half with red in your eyes. Try to get some shots going up pretty quickly and get on that glass. Eat a little glass and make some things happen. Oh, good to help by Sanchez.
Sanchez came over and partially blocked that shot. With a shot clock down to 9, and a hot hand rims out that time by Burnett, but he's hit everything else. He's still shooting about 71% for the game.
That ball down to Battle.
Battle wants it. Guarded closely by Coombs.
Coombs doing a good job moving those feet, getting around in front. He's fronting the basketball half the time, and when the ball swings around, he slides back around it. Coombs on the rebound. Good job. Oh,
And it's stolen away. Here's Goss with a left-hander.
hustle by Coombs. Sanchez reaches in and knocks that ball out of there, and Goss ends up with an easy layup. Great hustle.
Drexel finished the regular season with good credentials, tied for second place in the Colonial Athletic with VCU. They were the only team in the conference with a better road record than a home record. They're 9-2 on the road. Blizzard off the mark. And it's saved to Battle.
Set play for Blizzard to come around off that big screen by Coombs and shoot right over top of him. Couldn't get a good stroke on it. And here comes Drexel.
Blizzard just 3 out of 8. Now Drexel
Slid that foot.
turned it over with the traveling violation. So just when Bruiser Flint thought his team was going to make a little bit of run, they kick it over. It's a 14-point game.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. Coming up on the 7-Up halftime report, Georgia's season is over. We will check in on the latest fallout from Athens and the whole Jim Herrick scenario. He is suspended with pay at the moment, and Georgia will not play in the postseason. Also, teams who are chasing the dream of playing in the postseason, much like North Carolina Wilmington's doing, guys. See you at halftime.
Well, Reese, let's stick with that theme and their tournament resume. And Brad, whether it's good enough, even if they lose tonight, to grab an NCAA tournament bid. Well, they've won their last 8. They're 23-6.
I think if they just take care of business tonight, it gives them an opportunity. Still think it's going to be difficult. I mean, that's being realistic about it. Strength of schedule, he sees 165. So they need to win today, and just hope that someone on the committee went to UNCW.
And you know what? Georgia's stepping out.
Well, that creates a void.
Opens up a spot
Creates
for somebody.
A spot. Absolutely. UNCW is 16 fast break points in the first 11 minutes. They were at 0 last 6 minutes, and now they've just got a big bucket right there. They needed that. Had a little drought going.
Anthony Terrell, the only forward in the Seahawks 3-guard offense, a real leaper, their #1 dunker.
The Texas fella, roll that Texas.
But they started out hot. They have cooled off somewhat.
There's all those fast break buckets. I mean, they're attacking the basket.
Brooks denied. And denied again. Blizzard with the block from behind. 41-25. And the UNCW Seahawks intent on going into that locker room with a big lead. Till trying to feed out to Callahan, an errant pass. Picked off.
That was close. Just a little bit off balance. That was a good play, actually. Just broke down because of balance.
King fighting his way in, and he's fouled in the paint.
It's a nice little backdoor cut here by UNC Wilmington. Little fake, little fake, little fake. Oh, they got him sleeping. Caught him in between. Can't do that. Got to know where your man's at. You stay between your man and the basket at all times defensively.
Hey, how much, as a big man handling the ball out high like that, you've done this before, how much of that is eye contact?
Oh, it's all communication through the eyes. I mean, I'm watching, you know, as a passer, as a big guy, I'm feeling that play. And if I see the guy break the guard or the forward break, and he has just an inch, I'm going to throw that basketball. I'm going to put all the pressure, especially if the defender is not between the basket and the offensive player.
It's threading that needle.
It's threading that needle, but he'll get it every time because the defensive player is out of position.
Well, UNC Wilmington had a 22-point lead at one juncture. Then it was cut down to 14. as Drexel did a pretty good job denying the transition. Another automatic bid to the NCAA tournament gets handed out later tonight. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues. That's at midnight on ESPN, the West Coast Conference title. That's between Gonzaga and San Diego. Championship week presented by 7-Up on ESPN, ESPN2. Callahan to the line. He's had a terrific career, a senior now. Had 22 points, 10 rebounds in last night's semifinal win over Delaware to help get them here. And of course, Blizzard is the man who gets most of the attention, most of the publicity. Callahan, a quiet star for them. Blizzard goes down.
Oh, great hustle! Great hustle!
Goldsberry. Oh, look at it behind the back.
Oh, man, that is great hustle!
What a series.
The whole play, Goldsberry getting after it, getting those strawberries, getting on the floor, created that opportunity for his teammates. Give that guy a star. Great hustle.
Not to mention several raspberries.
Hey, that's all right. That's worth it. Those battle scars are worth it. Getting after it, digging it out of there. There was a broken play that Drexel could have taken advantage of, but the hustle of Goldsberry made an opportunity for his teammates.
Well, they love the freshman, and they love the fact that he does a great job of the basketball. The three-pointer by Goss.
Goss touching it up.
Way into that corner. 13-point lead now, coming up on the 1-minute mark. Callahan trying to extend that lead.
Foul over the back. No foul over the back.
Again, a look at that whole play.
Watch this. Blizzard gets the ball, knocks it away. He gets down in the dirt. Drexel's in the dirt. There's a great play. That's a great hustle by both basketball teams. And big Callahan. Yeah, wasn't Dirty Harry's name Harry
Yes,
Callahan?
Detective Callahan.
I got to think up a line for that one.
You feel
Detective Callahan.
You feel lucky, Punk?
Feeling lucky. There you go.
Well, you know, the pass as well was a thing of beauty by Burnett, that around the back job, and Callahan winds up with a dunk. And now Goldsberry goes down hard as he was knocked to the floor.
Well, you got Goldsberry out there. He's flying around, getting knocked around, getting up, brushing himself off, still getting after it. That's what you want to see more of in college basketball. That's what you want to see more of in pro basketball. You want to see people getting on the floor, getting after it, getting up, dust themselves off, have a smile on your face, and keep playing hard. That's what it's all about. He gets popped going. At first, he gets popped going towards the baseline. Then he comes back and gets popped, knocked down. He gets right back up.
You know who echoes your sentiments? Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked his chin on the floor last night. He said, a 40-year-old man doing that. He said, I wish some of the 23 and 25-year-olds were doing the same thing.
Get up, you know, and it's not dirty play. It's hard play, aggressive play. You get up, you get knocked down, have a smile on your face, get up, pat the guy on the rear end and knock it down, say, good job, let's keep playing. I mean, play hard and have fun.
Last 17 seconds of the first half coming up. UNC Wilmington will run as much clock as they can, but 2 on the shot clock as Callahan bounced it off the glass.
Good defensive stance by Drexel.
And the feed ahead to Sanchez. He was blocked and fouled. And he landed hard on the hardwood. 5.8 left. And I don't know if Drexel can get within 10, but they're going to come close.
Good job by Sanchez squaring up to that basket, going real physically to the goal. He knows he's going to get challenged. He braces himself. He takes a good lick. I mean, he's coming down. He sees, Sanchez sees the defenders coming at him. He goes in there anywhere nice and hard. Good job. Knock these free throws down.
So Canel Sanchez, the freshman from New Jersey, trying to cut into that lead, which has been as high as 22 points for UNC Wilmington. Remember, they were on a 22-0 run. They were about to blow Drexel right out of the gym. But the Dragons have fought their way back, and now they're down just 11.
Good job by Sanchez, making them pay for fouling him.
Time for a shot. It's kicked out of bounds with 1.6 on the clock. And this to decide the Colonial Athletic Association Championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. And as we suspected, James Bruiser Flint's team with no quit in it, despite the fact they were being run right out of their shoes early on.
Oh, they got pummeled earlier. I mean, at one point it was 24-8. And they just kept continuing to play hard. And, I mean, they're playing very, very tough physical basketball. They're giving themselves a chance, chipping away.
Well, UNC Wilmington has been here before. Let's flash back to the CAA championship of a year ago. And the star of that contest was undeniably Brett Blizzard. In a game-high 22, he was named the tournament MVP. Tim Burnett Well, he also had an excellent ball game. His pass here to Ed Williams for the jam. Williams had 10 points, 10 rebounds. And a final in that one, UNC Wilmington 66, Virginia Commonwealth 51. They have been the class of this conference for the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, I'd love to. We need to get these guys, UNCW and Drexel, on TV a little more next year. It's fun watching these kids play. They play so darn hard. It's fun.
Drexel tips it out of bounds. 1 second left before halftime. Drexel trying hard to deny a miracle shot here before
got to go to the basket.
The halftime buzzer. Gallen heaves it up. That'll count.
Oh,
got it off in time, but no good. Burnett had a big first half, but Battle topped him by 1 at halftime. 43-32 UNC Wilmington. Now let's go to the studio on the 7-Up halftime report with Reese Davis. Reese, take it away.
Dave, thank you. Bruiser might feel pretty good about things after the way Wilmington came out shooting the ball and will still be in this thing, down 11 at the break. Glad to have you with us on the 7-Up halftime report. Season is over for Georgia. We will talk in much more detail coming up on the 7-Up halftime report. Also, some of the other teams that are chasing a bid and how the conference tournaments are breaking down all around the country. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
ESPN2's presentation of Championship Week, presented by 7-Up, is brought to you by the BMW 5 Series, BMW, the ultimate driving machine, and Olympus. With Olympus, nothing's impossible. Redesigned L Series and the all-new Ion, and Redwood Creek. Good things take time.
UNCW went on a 22-0 run to take a big first half lead, but that was cut in half. And at the break, it's 43-32, the #1 seed, UNCW. It's a little bit cozier for them than it was, Brad Doherty. And Burnett had a spectacular first half. He was the guy that got him on that 22-0 run.
He came out extremely hot and showed a lot of energy and really pushed this basketball team so far ahead in the first half. You see him start out the ball game with a nice little jump shot, kind of wide open, getting into a little groove, and then he took it up another notch. Look at the defensive play. Great block, which in pursuit led to another basket by Burnett. Then he comes back and makes a great play defensively, being in the passing lane. 6 of 8, 14 points, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He's played a great first half.
However, Robert Battle for Drexel shot 6 for 6, 15 points, and he brought Drexel back to an 11-point halftime deficit again. They were down as many as 22 points. UNCW was cooking as high as 80% shooting in the first half. They finished just over 59%. Still not bad.
Well, I was told also at halftime that Brett Blizzard, most of his points, the second half of the season, have come in the second half of games. He really turns it up. So if that happens, it could be lights out. Good pass.
Callahan. Nice 3-man break there by UNCW.
That's an outstanding pass by Anthony Terrell. He had a layup opportunity, drew the defender, dropped it down low to his big partner. Callahan let him lay it in.
Drexel with the basketball. Try to cut into that lead a little bit more. King with the swing. Over to Schmieder. They got to get him going.
Schmieder needs to make a couple of shots. Obviously, Battle 6 for 6 in the first half. Every time he touches it down low, it's golden, but they've got to give him a little more space to work.
Schmieder just 2 out of 4. Not many shots in the opening 20 minutes. And he averages about 14.5 a game with a shot clock at 1.
Well,
He got it.
Heck of a move by Goss. I mean, Goldsberry runs right out and is in his jock. He couldn't move. And he gave him a nice little fake with the head and threw Goldsberry back about 2 steps. Just enough room.
It's a big shot. There's the 10-point lead they were looking for to cut into. It kicks out to Blizzard.
Blizzard can't get one to stay down. He's point blank on that shot. Good job by Anthony Terrell keeping that ball alive.
Yeah, Brent Blizzard, the #1 player in the conference. Twice he's been named Conference Player of the Year in the Colonial. He's 3 for 9 shooting. Nice fake to get free.
Oh, he gets the shooter's roll finally. Touches all 4 sides of the iron.
Blizzard at 21.5 points a game, winding down a truly spectacular career at UNC Wilmington. Schmieder can't get it from 3-point distance.
Good job by Callahan. He and Battle were locking horns down there, and he just held his ground. Gave himself good defensive rebound position.
UNC Wilmington had a much easier time moving into the final. That pass off the right shoulder of Callahan. He didn't know it was coming. And Blizzard tossed it away as we get a look at the first half stat picture. 41% shooting for Drexel. Neither side really that good from three-point distance, although they do rely on it when they're playing well.
Yeah, I was saying Brett Blizzard came off that pick. He was determined he was going to shoot that basketball, and it surprised him that the defender was there, but he'd already left his feet. It's Callahan in the back of the head running to the basket. Sometimes you can't make up your mind that quick that you're going to shoot the basketball unless you're coming into a zone that you're wide open.
Schmieder beyond the arc, but he won't shoot it up there. Shot clock is at 7. And a steal.
There's that guy again.
Burnett out in front. And he's only 6'2". He plays a lot bigger than that.
He plays 6'8". I'm telling you what, that guy, I'll start calling him the fly trap or something. Man, that ball gets around him. It's like sticky. He gets it and he's gone.
He's taken 9 shots, but a lot of them just like that, so 7 of them have gone in. His Battle forcing his way in.
Yeah, he catches the ball down there. You know where it's going. Tim Burnett has just had an unbelievable ball game. Man, he's played great. He's just literally taken this Seahawks team on his back and just made a lot of huge shots when they've needed them.
Goldsberry with a rare turnover, a foul on the play. They're trying to defense Battle, but he is a man.
Callahan, he's got him so deep. He's too deep. Callahan does a good job stepping around. And there's the steal. I mean, you just can't be careless around Burnett with that basketball, man.
Of his 9 shots, what do you think? Conservatively, 6 of them are dunks?
Yeah, I mean, 6'2", his legs are going to be tired from dunking so much tonight. Man.
Did that ever happen to you?
No, I can't jump. I couldn't jump like that. It was layup city whenever I got in the open floor. There better not be anybody around me to trip and fall over.
But you knocked him down. You had some of those games where you were 14 for 16. Right?
Yeah, I had a couple of those.
Yeah. There's Battle. He's 7 for 7. Oh, his first miss of the night, the foul there. And he will shoot. So a 12-point lead. And James Bruiser Flint trying to get his team a little bit closer. They've cut it to 10. As we look at the center comparison, this is a good fight. You touched on this in the opening minutes.
Yeah, Battle's just so much is asked for of him tonight offensively. Neither one's really doing a lot of work on the glass, but there's been a lot of long rebounds with a lot of pushes up the court. That number's not really fair to these big guys, the 1 rebound to 3 rebounds, because the rebounds have been gathered 20 feet from the glass a lot of times.
Blizzard coming back in. Goldsberry will step out. The Seahawks, a very hot team coming into this game. Winners of 8 in a row and 14 of 17. Battle misfired on 2.
Sanchez on the glass again.
Wants to go right back up, and fought his way out of the pack. And the three-pointer rattles out. But there he is. Battle for 2.
I don't know who ran to the store and got the peanut butter, but I know who's got the jam. Robert Battle. Good. Hey. Oh, save the women and children first. Big fellas, clean it up down low. Good job. Sanchez kept that ball alive. Made a great decision kicking it out the corner to Goss. He almost makes the shot.
Battle has 19 points. Justice thought he had it on the 3, and a foul will go against the Seahawks.
Man, Robert Battle. Oh, we got to see that again.
Brad, he hasn't missed a shot tonight. He's 8 for 8.
Nice job by Sanchez. Kicks it to the corner. Goss shoots it out. Robert Battle. Bam!
Drexel senior Robert Battle has taken the fight to the Seahawks. He has cut it to 10, and he's perfect tonight. He's made every shot he has taken, 8 for 8. In fact, the only thing he missed was one that didn't even count as a miss, but he got fouled on the play, so he has been outstanding.
Oh, I mean, it was obvious they were going to have to go to him more if they really wanted to cut into the deficit. Not shooting the ball that well from the outside. Got to have a little spacing, though, to create that opportunity to get it down to the big guy.
Well, trying to get inside 10, and they do.
Here it comes. Sanchez, who's played big.
You know, Sanchez with a 2-pointer there, and Drexel amazingly has cut it to 8 points, Brad.
Sanchez has been very aggressive. Couple tough rebounds. Got the 1 big foul. The 2 guys fouled, and there he is again. Oh!
They get Sanchez for that foul. The last time that Drexel was under 10 points in the game was 5.5 minutes into the contest.
Nice pass to the corner. He's ready. And he's squared up. Nice shot. Plenty of room. No hesitation. That's what you like to see.
Well, the Dragons fans know that their team is back in this game. They were down as many as 22 in the first half. Blizzard trying to come alive, and he does.
Oh, man, nice move. I mean, King was right there with him, didn't give him an inch. He still made the shot over top. Let's see if he comes alive.
He has 11 points, averaging over 21.
Both of these teams do a great job coming off of screens up high, curling.
Sanchez got the shot he wanted. He sliced in for an open layup, but he missed it.
Yep, those hands ready to catch the ball and shoot. Sanchez made a nice move, just couldn't get the bucket to stay down.
Coombs backs him, but he walks. He traveled. 14:34 left here. And championship week action continues tonight at 9 o'clock on ESPN2. It's the women's Big Ten title. Purdue taking on Ohio State from Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis on ESPN Championship Week, presented by 7-Up. Brings you the men's Missouri Valley Conference between number 17 Creighton taking on Southern Illinois. And right here in Richmond, another ticket to the NCAA tournament will be punched tonight. Sanchez with a weak side rebound.
Sanchez is stepping up big, Dave. That's what we talked about in the first half with Burnett. Somebody other than the stars have to, to step up and add that support, and it's going to be Sanchez.
Drexel has come out shooting it. Well, Wilmington has been hot all night. Off the mark, Coombs, but a foul right at 14 minutes to play.
See Battle trying to keep Coombs active. I mean, they got him boxed out. Look at all the guys boxing out Battle. They got 5 guys boxing him out. Trying to keep him off the glass.
Drexel wants to dance. And they have battled and battled behind Robert Battle. He's leading all scorers with 19 points, 8 of 8 shooting.
I think they've not made a basket. They got to get going here.
Danny Hines for 2, and he can certainly hit the three-pointer off the bench. That was a 2-point shot. He's a fine shooter, and it's 51-45. Drexel has pulled in 6.
Here come the Blue Dragons, baby. Get ready. They're playing some good ball, good aggressive ball, taking care of the passing lanes. No easy shots. See if they can keep it up.
Blizzard gets some distance for 3. Tipped up and he got it to go. A play by Mitch Law.
Mitch Law stayed at home, did his homework, stayed around the glass, went up 2 hands nice and strong. That was a tough shot by Blizzard, too. Didn't look like a very good shot. Off balance, lost it off his hand.
But they let Law get in there for the tip. 53-45. Battle got knocked to the floor.
Battle and Callahan going body to body.
Battle with a catch and a foul. Battle once again to the line.
There's not much you can do with that. That's just so active. Shot a little off balance. Nice 2-hand tip. Good job. Just got there first.
Robert Battle at the foul line. He is Drexel's top player, their #1 scorer and rebounder. And for the 2nd straight season, the Colonial Athletic Association's Defensive Player of the Year. 2-time first-team all-conference selection as well. He's not making his foul shots, though. He's 3 for 7.
Look at him. Look at the bodies. Look at the bodies. You got to give the officials, Larry Rose, Duke Edsel, Brian Kersey, give those guys a lot of credit, because what's going on between Callahan and Battle is they're both using their bodies. They're not using their hands. So they're letting them beat and bang and play good physical, clean basketball down there. That's what you like to see. Don't blow the whistle every time the big guys get locked up down there. They're not grabbing, pushing, shoving, using their bodies.
Battle's got that clean Jordan-esque look going, doesn't he?
He's got that Jordan-esque. He's young, man. Michael's got it because he's an old ball-headed man. He's got it going because it's a style.
I'll let you say it. The greatest player who's ever put on sneakers. Go ahead.
He's old and bald, man.
Fellow Carolinian, I know. I know it's said with a lot of love. There's Callahan giving it off to Blizzard.
Good pass. Oh, good hands. Good job by Schmieder staying home, knocking that ball loose, because Blizzard had a great idea with a little shovel pass. We got a ball game.
We certainly do, because Danny Hines has come off the bench and delivered a couple of big jump shots.
We got a ball game.
Within 5 now. Who would have thought this? The way the Seahawks were blowing Drexel's doors off in the first half, up by 22.
Looking for that little explosion from from the Seahawks. Nothing's happened. I mean, if basket here, basket there, it's one and done.
Callahan tipped his own miss and then saved it. A great job by Craig Callahan.
Great hustle by Callahan, who's also staying out that three-point line. He wants a shot.
He's another senior, along with Blizzard, the leaders on this UNCW team. Shot clock at 20. And a foul on the play by Hines, and he can't believe that he got a piece of Callahan. But he commits the personal. 11:44 left in this game, and indeed it is a game as we decide the Colonial Athletic title.
Welcome back. UNCW leads Drexel 53-48, but the Blue Dragons are coming back. They played some very good defense last possession. You'll see Danny Hines end up with this basketball. Robert Battle knocks it out of there. The errant pass by Blizzard. Out on the run, pushes the ball up the floor. No one comes to Hines. He just squares up, shoots a nice tray. Good job. They're coming. They're coming, Dave. Got a ball game.
Well, again, 22 down in the first half. They trailed 28-6 in the first 8 minutes. Since then, they have been the aggressor, and they have been the team on the march.
That's what adjustments were made by both teams. That's where the basketball goes. Usually about the third pass is where they're trying to get their offense set. That's where they want the ball to end up.
The NCAA really needs a basket, Brad.
But the defense is really good. It'll extend it every time. Then the play will usually break down.
Blizzard, yeah, Blizzard, the senior, the biggest star on the court tonight, turning it over.
You're as a basketball coach, you try to get a team, if you're defensively guarding a team, you want them to make as many passes as possible on the perimeter, okay? That keeps the basketball, obviously, from being set inside. No double teams occur. Nobody drops back. On offense, you want to move the basketball as many times as possible, making the defense shift so it'll break down. Then you throw it inside, take advantage of the breakdown.
Amazing to think, a three-pointer here. And that would make this a two-point game. Shot clock at 7.
Also going to shoot this one deep.
Well, he's going to have to now. Way up there, an arcing shot. Shot clock violation. 10:41 to play here in the second half. And another automatic bid to the NCAA tournament gets handed out later tonight. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues at midnight on ESPN. The West Coast Conference title. Gonzaga taking on San Diego for the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Championship week on ESPN and ESPN2. Gonzaga since 1998 with 132 wins. Only Duke has won more. And they've won more than Kansas since then.
Whew, that's incredible. That's flat getting it done. Mark Few's an excellent basketball coach, boy, I'll tell you. I know they love having him out there in Spokane, but boy, somebody's going to snatch him up one of these days. Yeah. He's really good. And nothing against Gonzaga, the Zags. They've got a great program, but one of these huge programs is going to want to Mark Few on these days.
Schmieder just picked up his third foul for Drexel.
Both teams, Drexel and UNCW, out of the break, both get stops to see who scores first.
Blizzard got a good shot, a fadeaway, but not there for him. And now Drexel will run a bit. Really moving that ball. Sanchez draws the foul. Canel Sanchez, the freshman, he is quick with that basketball.
Boy, he really is. He's been all over the court. Battle really got locked up with Coombs down there, beating and banging, and took a lot of the activity up. Took the draw away from Sanchez right there. Almost got that down.
So Canel Sanchez to shoot out of Belmar, New Jersey. And the rebounds are just about dead even.
Yep, that just goes to show that there's a lot of long rebounds in this game. The guards are picking them up.
Sanchez can't connect. Let's get a look at Battle, and that's a fight.
Big Aaron Coombs down there. He gets popped in the chops. Inadvertently, so keep digging.
Battle has been sensational. 8 out of 8, 19 points. Sanchez looked like
Battle keeps it alive.
Yeah, he did. King with a save. But credit Battle for getting his hand on it.
Absolutely. Dug in there, got right in between the two defenders. Not a very good box out. Got to root him out of there, get him on your back. Drive him out.
UNCW has led virtually throughout, but really Drexel has outplayed them for most of this game.
Drexel's the ball club that's really bringing it to the second half. They've had to overcome such a huge deficit, but hey, they're right there. They can just make a bucket. 2 or 3.
Schmieder over the backboard.
They're trying. They're trying.
Well, they're pulled within 5, and now they're stuck there.
Seahawks really need a bucket. They've been in a little bit of a drought. They had a good shot opportunity last time with Blizzard, but need to get one in the hole here to kind of break momentum.
Blizzard pulls up his dribble. Now, that's his 3. That's his spot right there.
That kid is so confident. I mean, he shot the ball every other time down the floor and hasn't made a thing, but he's not scared to shoot it.
Blocking foul there. It took 4 minutes and 10 seconds for the Seahawks to finally drop in a bucket. You mentioned it had been a long drought. That's a lifetime.
Look at this. Watch how deep he is in this corner. You can barely see him over there. It's just confidence. Defender gets picked off by that screen by Coons.
So Blizzard now 14 points after that triple. Bumps the lead back up to 56 to 48. But Sanchez at the foul line where he is scuffling. Drexel has missed the last 6 foul shots they've taken. And that continues.
Oh,
a lot of clanging there.
Gotta make those free shots, guys. Come on. We need them.
Burnett, he was the star in the first 20 minutes. Callahan on the cut does not get the ball. But Blizzard does. You don't have to tell Brett Blizzard to shoot it. He has scored more points than anyone in UNCW history.
That's a luxury, man. I wish I had the green light when I played. Man, just have the green. Just shoot it. Just like that.
It's green. It stays green.
Oh, man. You hear that twine pop? That's why he's got the green light. That's huge. That's a big shot right there. We're getting down around 8 minutes. They pull back up to 11-point lead on that shot. Great hustle by Callahan down on the floor, knocking that ball out of there.
They tried to bounce in for battle again. Here in Richmond, Drexel taking on UNCW for the CAA championship. Brad Doherty, Dave O'Brien, the winner, an automatic bid to the NCAAs. Burnett with a bad shot, too strong.
Yeah, Burnett had in his eyes he was going to get him a shot, try to break their backs.
King slicing his way through. And now the foul will go against Blizzard. In the rebound, 7:42 on the clock.
It's a tough play. That was a tough shot by Burnett. I mean, he's made so many big plays that as a coach, you give him that one. But he knows better. That was not a good shot in their offense. Matter of fact, I don't know if this is a good shot by Blizzard if I'm a coach, but that's no. Yeah. Let's run that one again. Good job. That's scary, you know, when you got such a close ball game. I'd like to be a little more careful with that basketball. But hey, that's why he's been player of the year in this deal.
Yeah, not once, but twice.
Oh, great hustle by Goldsberry. Great hustle.
Gives it off to Blizzard. Well, he's made 3 or 4 plays just like that.
Very good no call by Duke Etzel right there as well. Good job, good piece of officiating by Duke.
Blizzard starting to feel that hot hand.
Don't want to see ticky-tack calls made in championship games.
The Seahawks to take a little time.
Eat some of that clock. Get it down there deep.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh, man!
Oh, that hurts.
That's a backbreaker. That's a backbreaker. Oh, you better get a timeout, Bruiser.
And Bruiser Flintz, the Dragons head coach, does indeed just under 7 minutes. Craig Callahan, a 6'8" senior. He's big underneath and also from beyond the three-point arc. They've hit 3 3-pointers in the last 2:25 of this game. They've all hurt. UNCW, that lead was down to 5 at one point, now back up to a dozen. And championship week action continues tonight at 9 Eastern on ESPN2, the Women's Big Ten Championship between Purdue and Ohio State. That's from Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. On ESPN Championship Week, presented by 7-Up, brings you the men's Missouri Valley title game between number 17 Creighton and the Salukis of Southern Illinois. Any chance I get to say Salukis. It's fun. 62-48. And you look at the surprise teams in the NCAA rankings. These are clubs not even ranked in the top 25 in a preseason, Brad. Look what they did.
The big one is obviously Creighton. I mean, they have been just outstanding from day one. Kyle Korver, who was player of the year in that conference last year, has had another outstanding run this year, and they're fun to watch.
How did everybody miss so badly on Wake Forest with maybe the best player in the country?
All the experts picked them to finish 7th in their own conference. They win the darn conference.
Sanchez followed and missed. Tipped out of bounds. Drexel will hold on to it. And we have a timeout. Drexel had cut it to within 5. Do they have another run left in them in Richmond?
The key to outdoor advertising? Location. So I put my 7-Up billboard where people spend all their time outdoors. At a ski resort. Ooh! Now that's a billboard with stopping power. Yeah. Woo!
The Saab 9.3 convertible. So many adjectives have never been so affordable. Lease a Saab 9.3 convertible as low as $399 a month for 48 months. For details, see your Saab dealer.
A terrifying force has arrived on Earth.
Nothing leaves alive.
It weaves its way inside your body. It uses you as its disguise. Dreamcatcher, rated R, starts Friday, March 21st.
Long day.
Yeah.
And we've got your minivan ready.
Thanks.
What would it be like if Avis didn't try harder?
Long day.
Tell me about it.
Okay, well, this morning I go to have some coffee and I'm out of it, so then I have to go out and get some, and I couldn't get any service. Don't you hate that?
I need a minivan.
We don't have any minivans. So then I get to work, and I have this cricket.
If we didn't try harder, we wouldn't be Avis. Call us or click on avis.com for our best deals.
ESPN2's presentation of Championship Week is presented by 7-Up and your local 7-Up bottler. Make 7-Up yours. And in part by Saab. People who test drive a Saab usually buy one. And Warner Brothers' new motion picture Dreamcatcher in theaters everywhere starting Friday, March 21st.
UNCW with a 62-48 lead over Drexel. About 6.5 minutes away from the NCAAs, and three-point shooting's been a key here. Blizzard on fire.
2 big threes right there. I mean, within about a 2-minute period of time that really put a lot of pressure on Drexel and started to open that lead back up. Boy, he's just, they say he comes on in the second half, and they haven't been wrong.
Well, throughout his career, that has been his modus operandi. 365 three-pointers hit. He's 7th on the all-time Division I list. So an outside chance at moving up there into the top 5 if he can really start cooking, and has to assume that they go to the NCAA tournament and win a couple of games. Yeah. But hey, last year they knocked off Southern Cal in overtime, shocked the Pac-10 champs in the first round of the NCAA.
That's right. It speaks a lot to this program, the type of personnel, and you know, they've missed, Drexel's missed their last 8 free throws. They're 0 for 5, 0 for 8. Finally, the last 5:45, 2 turnovers, 0 for 5, and 1 for 9 from the free throw line. That's just, I mean, that's not good. I mean, they're trying to get back in this ball game. They had it down to about 4 points at one time, 5 points. They just could not make a basket.
Yep, got it to 5.
5 minutes.
That's right.
It just, a lot of time left, though.
Sanchez got 2. So it's 12 again, and a press here by the Dragons.
You get worried when that clock gets below 5 minutes. That's when it really starts getting tight.
Goldsberry does a good job. Boy, he does not play like a freshman.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he does everything well. He's real savvy, heads up, hard-nosed.
He's not much of a scorer yet, but he just doesn't turn the ball over. Burnett, they're going to wave off that basket on a hard drive by Tim Burnett. He was fouled before attempting the shot. 6:10 to go.
He stepped into that hole really quickly. I mean, watch this quick first step. Boom. It's like your step, Dave. He's gone, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, maybe drive it for me. Get behind the wheel of the car.
Beat Roadrunner step.
Here's Blizzard. They want to keep him cooking.
Speaking of my Tar Heels, you see them play yesterday. I had to slide that in there somewhere.
You usually do. I'd be disappointed otherwise. Big win over Duke.
Oh, that's a huge win for North Carolina. They played an excellent ball game.
Boy, did they need it, huh? Yeah.
They needed it bad. Duke played really well. I thought that they played a good ball game, but North Carolina needed that going into the tournament next week. And Matt Gordy, I think, gives himself an opportunity to come back and coach another year at North Carolina.
Yeah, they were in a fighting frame of mind, weren't they? Literally.
Oh, absolutely.
The catch by Battle. Got too close to the rim. King tried to shoot it. He lost the handle. Battle finds the open man. Goss strings it. That's a three-pointer and a big one.
Boy, he shoots that rainbow three-pointer, and he lets it go. It looks like it's automatically in. Big shot.
Phil Goss, one of the best three-point men in the CAA. And they're back inside double figures. Blizzard can't get his own shot that time.
Really don't need a three-point basket. Need something going to the basket, though, I do believe.
Check pass, he threw it away. Blizzard really didn't have a good look at Burnett. Couldn't see him very well.
Watch this cross-court pass by Robert Battle. The big thing is he throws it across the defense. Should never happen. Goss was ready. Look at that rainbow. Man, that thing almost touched the rafters. Bringing rain.
Timeout here with 5:02 left. Still life for the Dragons. They're down 9. Championship week action continues tonight at 9 o'clock. On ESPN2, it's the women's Big Ten title game between Purdue and Ohio State. And on ESPN, Championship week presented by 7-Up. We'll bring you the men's Missouri Valley Conference Championship game between number 17 Creighton and the Salukis of Southern Illinois. Championship week presented by 7-Up on ESPN and ESPN2. One of these two teams will be headed to the NCAA tournament with an automatic bid. 5 have already had their tickets punched to March Madness. Nothing new for UNC Wilmington, though. They've won this conference outright or tied for the top spot 5 times in the last 7 years. UNC Wilmington 8 out of 15 here in the second half. That's 59% for the first half. Drexel just 41% in the first half. Only 1 point in the opening 20 minutes. The Seahawks were shooting 80%.
They were on fire in that first half of the basketball game. Man.
And that was deep into the first half.
So much like that in a long time.
A key bucket here for Drexel. They go to Battle.
Boy, he's strong down there. He turns those shoulders. Good defense. You didn't want to foul. You know he's going to get the shot off. So if he's that close to the basket, go up nice and straight. That's what they did. Give up 2, but don't give up 3.
Robert Battle has taken 10 shots. He's made 9. He has 21 points. A 7-point lead for the Seahawks. Drexel can't get the board.
Good hustle on that rebound. Blizzard really kept that ball alive. Reset the clock, eat some of that time away. Get it down in that 3-minute area.
Callahan feeding Blizzard. Off a nice fake. Couldn't get the shot. And the rebound rolled right over the head of Anthony Tyrrell.
Post up by Blizzard. Couldn't get the angle. Know where this one's going.
King 3. Too strong. Battle had a hand on it. Was knocked right out of his mitts.
Just could not capture that basketball.
Burnett on the drive. He was fouled on the floor.
You know, you got to lead if you're UNC Wilmington. That's what Coach Burnell's telling him. Slow down. Slow down. What are we doing?
Just about 3.5 minutes to play here. UNCW trying to hang on and go back to the tournament.
Reese Davis back with you in the studio on Championship Week. The America East semifinal, Northeastern and Boston U. And DeVory Wilson outside the deep arc. NBA range, draining the triple, and Northeastern within 1 of the Terriers. They're about halfway through the second half. Coming up as soon as we finish, Sharika Wright, heard in the Big Ten in scoring, leading Purdue against Ohio State. We've got to finish business in the Colonial, guys.
In Indeed we do, Reese. It's the Colonial Athletic Association Tournament Championship game, Richmond Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia. UNC Wilmington coming in with a record of 23-6. Drexel at 19-10. And Drexel has Robert Battle.
Well, here in the Callahan are going at it. You would think this would be a foul, but it's not. Battle's not gaining advantage. You know, what you have to do is you have to slide under. Once he's got that, he's holding his position, but he's not using his arms to gain an advantage. He's using his body, and that's perfectly fine. Not a foul.
He has won the war underneath the rim tonight against Callahan. And in fact, Battle's been almost perfect.
At this point in time, I'd almost like to see, if I was UNC Wilmington, I'd like to see Battle catch the ball with the defender behind him, because everyone's trying to fight him up top, and he gets layup opportunities. I'd like to see him throw it down into him and see if he can make a move to go around my post defender one time. It'll be a little tougher if he's shooting over an outstretched hand as opposed to catching it laying it up.
A rare shot that time by Goldsberry. He doesn't shoot very often. He's the point guard and the distributor.
Not a bad shot there by Goldsberry. Time running down and used enough of their clock. Not a bad play.
One of these schools has 2 minutes and 44 seconds of life left in its season.
See, there's a pass over the top. I don't like that.
Battle with a miss. Got it back. Trying to go back up. And he got hammered under there.
I know it's easy. Hindsight's always 20/20, but I just think you have to defend him, especially after his first half. You've got to be behind him. I mean, you almost give it away that you're going to let him catch the basketball somewhere around that block. But don't be caught on the top. See, he's on the top side. Callahan's on the top side. So he's so strong, Battle is, when he catches it, he automatically has an avenue or a lane because you don't push him under the goal.
Well, he'd better start making his foul shots, Brad.
Maybe that's the intention. Good job. He stays there and makes that one.
He had missed his last 4 straight. And in the game, he's 4 for 9. He's done well, 71% for the season. And looks smooth on that one.
Yeah, made those 2. Make some pay for fouling him.
A 5-point game. A little trouble getting it in there. And it was a push away from the basketball. They got Canel Sanchez with a foul.
Full court pressure, trying to take away the initial pass. Once that pass goes in, you'll probably see Drexel double team wherever the basketball ends up after this first pass.
Sanchez with his 4th foul.
Comes a double team. Good pass back up the court. There you go.
2.5 minutes to play.
Patience. Spread the ball, spread the court out, spread your team out. Eat that clock. You don't get a shot until there's 2 minutes left.
You expect UNCW to play like a team that has been here before because they have so many times.
Right there out of the ball. Good block.
Battle of the block. But he saved it to Blizzard. Shot clock at 7. Callahan. Shot clock at 4. They tip it again. Callahan tossed it up there.
Oh, he could have. That was a new shot. He shouldn't have. Well, he didn't realize it.
He didn't realize that they got a new 35 seconds. That it did hit the rim, and he tossed up a bad shot.
That's all right. He was hustling, though. He was hustling. Made a mistake.
Well, Goldsberry's been hustling all night long, and they're going to get a foul against Drexel. Or was it off him?
They're calling a foul on. Looks like Goss in the corner over there.
Well, he collided with Goldsberry. And so the basketball goes to UNCW. It was actually out of bounds. No foul on that play.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see her. Such a huddle over there. Larry Rose come out in the middle of the storm over there.
We've had a few of those huddles tonight, haven't we?
Absolutely.
62-57. And again, serious seconds being taken off that clock by the Seahawks. Drexel needs the ball back desperately. A whistle and a timeout. UNCW asking for one with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Let's get a look at Callahan when he shot that ball up too fast. Look at this play again.
They were going really hard. He makes a nice little hook shot. Hits the goal right there. Anthony keeps it live, so it's a new shot clock. He just probably didn't see it hit the goal. He must not have thought it hit the rim. Made a mistake there. That's all right. He played hard. He's going to make those mistakes.
He's had a fine game. And UNC Wilmington 1 minute, 20 seconds away from going back to the NCAA tournament and securing the automatic bid. And we flash back to the NCAAs in the first round last year. Stuart Hare with a big slam dunk. He had 11 points in that contest. The upset of Southern Cal. Blizzard scored 18. He was 6 out of 11. And UNCW won it in overtime, 93-89. They were an early Cinderella.
UNCW's been scoreless last 6:15, it looks like. Man, that's incredible.
Blizzard knocked him in.
Nice pick by Callahan.
Got open for a three-pointer.
Give Callahan all that credit. He set a nice, solid screen for Blizzard, who took the big shot.
That might be the one that takes them back to the big dance.
Coach Brad Brunell's telling him to back up. No foul. Don't you stop that clock under any circumstances.
Under a minute.
No fouls.
Kings 3. Got a lot of rim. Goldsberg gets knocked to the floor again. He has spent the whole night on the deck. The freshman has played his heart out tonight.
Boy, he really has. Look at this. Watch this nice pick. Big fella Callahan. Bam! Did not move. Good job. And that's a huge, huge shot. Backbreaker. There you go. Nice pick right there. That's just great. Good basketball. That's a huge shot. Of course, we've said all along, this kid's not afraid to take that shot. He proved it.
John Goldsberry at the line.
Goldsberry, man, what a game he has played. Wow.
How about the senior Blizzard cheering him on? Coming up next, championship week continues. The women's Big Ten title match. Ohio State against number 12 Purdue. Right here on ESPN2. You got one of the two. 44 seconds left.
Basket and a timeout for Drexel.
Do they need a three?
I think you just need a shot. You need a basket and a timeout.
How about that one off glass? And a three-pointer by Goss, and they are within 6. Drexel with a timeout. 37.3 to go.
Yeah, you ideally would want a three, but you just take any shot you can get to put it in the hole and get the time stopped so you can get a game plan.
I think that's exactly what that was. That was any shot they could throw up there. And UNCW leading by 6 points. And look at the last one that caught a lot of the backboard as well. Not by design, certainly, but Goss got it.
Absolutely. Come off a nice screen. Hands was ready. Side glass. But, you know, we've got to give Drexel a lot of credit. Man, they have fought their guts out to get back in this ball game second half. And they're, you know, just a play here or there, and they're leading this game.
Well, you know, I thought it was about midway through the first half when they were down by 22. I thought they were probably done right there.
I did too.
It shows you the makeup of Bruiser Flynn's team, that they could fight back like that as tenaciously as they did. They twice cut the lead to 5 points with the basketball as well.
Burnett came out and played just a great game. Look up the court. Look up the court.
They foul the freshman, Goldsberry, 32.1.
You know, a lot of times as a big guy, you'll catch in the middle of the court like that. And Callahan caught it. He never turned and looked down the court. He kept looking at his players around him. Presses put you in a panic mode. Turn around, look up the court. He was wide open. He could have dribbled or either passed it up. But that's all right.
There's their reset. Drexel with a 60. NCW with a 60. John Goldsberg, freshman from Butler High in Ohio, trying in his very first year of Division I ball to put UNCW back into the big dance. Those numbers don't begin to tell the tale of how big he's been tonight for the Seahawks.
Yeah, he's been all over the floor, diving after the ball, keeping it alive.
Another long-distance shot by Goss. Goldsberry comes away with it. 20 seconds left. Blizzard is fouled. And the Seahawks are going to begin to put this one away at the foul line. Ending the season, it would appear, of the Drexel Dragons. They fought valiantly tonight from a big, big deficit. UNCW may have a shot to do a little damage in the tournament, because as we look at upset teams out of the CAA since 1988, of course, Richmond with those big wins against Indiana and Georgia Tech and Syracuse. Last year, this very same Seahawks team with a win over Southern Cal in round 1, a Pac-10 champ. Another three-pointer, battle underneath. Returns the shot and a quick timeout. They used their last one. 8.9 seconds left. Brett Blizzard certainly with a giant three-pointer. To no one's surprise, it was a tray. This might have been the backbreaker.
Yeah, literally that big pick right there by Callahan freed him up. He made that, and he made two other threes earlier in the ball game that really created significant distance between themselves and Drexel, and they never could recover from it.
He hit that shot with 1 second left on the shot clock as well. Blizzard with 20 points. A tremendous career that he's winding down here at UNCW. And when you look at Blizzard, and a tremendous stroke of his, is he NBA caliber? What do you think?
You know, when you look at kids these days, I think the NBA game has really come backwards as far as basketball play. The athletes are better than ever, but I don't think the basketball play is as good. So all it comes down to now is a kid being in the right place at the right time. If you're a good enough athlete, you'll get a chance to play.
Ohio State, Purdue, Women's Big Ten Championship basketball coming up next. We have just under 9 seconds left here, but the season will continue for UNC Wilmington. And they're going to go into the tournament hot as well. This will be their 9th consecutive win, assuming they wrap it up. Goldsberry asking for a time here, could not get it in bounds.
Boy, you play a team, you hate to play a team like this if you're one of the big dogs. You can pick up UNC Wilmington first round. These cats come out shooting that basketball, getting hot. I mean, it's very, very uncomfortable playing a team like UNCW if you're one of the big ones like Arizona or Florida or somebody like that, because it's hard to prepare for them. And if they get a little confidence and they come out and play carefree, they can stick it to you.
As you look at the most CAA titles, well, if they do end it tonight with a victory, that'll be their 3rd. So only Richmond will have more in the Colonial Athletic. And it'll also be back-to-back. When Navy won 2, that was with the Admiral, David Robertson.
That guy could win a few ball games for you.
68-62. North Carolina Wilmington on their way to what would be a school record 24th win as well. So Brad Brownell in his first year here at the helm has done an excellent job. Just 34 years old. He inherited an NCAA tournament team, and he has run with it. Callahan fouled with 7.5 seconds left.
Well, come on down the free throw line, make these free throws, let the clock run.
Well, Coach of the Year. Somebody wrote that at his age, 33 when he got the job, he was essentially handed the keys to a Lexus. Most coaches at that age are handed the keys to a Hyundai or something, but he's been driving the expensive sports car tonight and all season long, and right on into the big dance.
You know, but as a coach, it doesn't really matter what you inherit. You have to be able to communicate, get everyone on the same page, and personalities. You have to be able to manage those things. And I don't care if you get great kids back or you got kids all back that are 5'2" and can't play. You've got to be able to get your message across and make them believe in what you're doing. And this young man, Brad Brownell, is an excellent X&O guy. Another one of those bright young coaches that's going to be have a big job one of these days. He's got a great one right now at UNCW.
Championship week continues. It's Ohio State and Purdue, the Women's Big Ten Championship. So big night for the young coach. Brad Brownell, who is out of Evansville, Indiana, which you'd have to say is a very prominent basketball area.
Oh, yeah, he's been around a lot of the greats. Seen it all. Young guy. Coaches his rear end off as well as Bruiser Flint does down on the other end. There's no one as animated as the Bruiser. And Drexel to be commended. They played really hard, got back into this ball game.
Blizzard coming out, gets a big hug from the coach. He knows how important not only the three-pointer was, but the career that Blizzard has enjoyed at UNCW has just been spectacular. He has started every game since he stepped on the campus as a freshman. He leaves as the all-time leading scorer, one of the top 10 three-point shooters in the history of Division I. But his season is going to continue as they're wrapping up an NCAA bid. In and out by Hines at the buzzer, and you can punch another dance card for UNC Wilmington. On to the NCAA tournament. They are the 2003 CAA champions and have done it 3 times in the last 4 years. Blizzard exceptional in the second half tonight. He had 20 points. Robert Battle with a game-high 25 for Drexel. But the Seahawks celebrate here in Richmond. Coming up next, it's women's Big Ten championship basketball between Purdue and Ohio State from the Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Our final score tonight, UNCW 70, Drexel 62. The CAA title once again goes to the Seahawks. For Brad Doherty, I'm Dave O'Brien. Thanks for being with us. Let's go to the studio now and Reese Davis.
Dave, thank you very much. Wilmington